Hi, this is Janelle with wisehealingsbydesign.com, and I'm going to be doing an energy assistance jewelry reading of this cute pair of earrings. This is my pink shell teardrop earrings. Now there are several things that we're going to look at with these earrings. Okay, so first they have the ear wires, and these ear wires are made out of 100% brass. And this brass does not have any nickel in it. It just has the zinc and the copper. And brass has its own unique properties. And then we also have the seed beads. And the seed beads are made of glass, and they're also in a sphere shape. And then we also have the wire itself that the piece was made out of, and that was copper. And then some other shapes that are going on here is we have these spirals. So we have several spirals going on. And then we have the teardrop shape itself, the teardrop of the shell, and the teardrop of the wire around the shell. And then this wrapping here forms a triangle shape. And then we have the shell itself and the color pink. Alright, so we are going to go through all those elements and see how they affect the energy of this piece. Now, I made these earrings based on a tutorial, and I've linked that tutorial for all of those of you who like to make their own things. So that is down in the description. And now when I do a reading on a piece where I'm not doing it for somebody else, I'm just doing it of just the piece itself, then I come up with different scenarios. And the scenarios that I came up for this piece was that it helps promote self-love. It will help promote a romantic relationship, or any type of friendship. Alright, and now we're going to talk about the different elements. In the copper in the wire that it's made out of has some physical healing abilities, and it enhances our blood's healing abilities. And the brass has some healing abilities as well. It helps assist with the immune system. And then shell adds in a different type of physical healing of the ears, the bone, the spine, and the nerves. So there's this overall physical healing going on with this piece. And that can really aid in self-love, because sometimes we don't take care of ourselves and we end up with all these different physical things going on in our body that need healing. So that will really aid in that scenario. Okay, so as far as the emotional side is going on, the copper has this pick up the pace energy to it, which is really vitalizing. And the brass is all about courage and being brave. So when you think about them together, then they will help in situations that are more difficult for you to deal with by vitalizing your energy and increasing your bravery. And that can be very beneficial in relationships with others, as well as yourself. And now the shell, its emotional energy assistance helps stimulate mental clarity and decision making, which is great for boosting self-love and acceptance. It also assists with the promotion of cooperation between yourself and others, which of course is extremely important in relationships. And now pink, the color pink, is all about love. And of course, that's important in all those scenarios. And the teardrop shape assists with unifying your female and male energies so that they can better work together instead of clashing. And now we're all made of different parts of ourselves, and all of us have female and male energies. And we want all of the parts of ourselves to work together instead of not. So that's a great assistance in all of these scenarios, because we have different parts of ourselves that help with all of those scenarios, and we want them all working together, of course. Now the triangle shape, it assists with focusing and clarifying your perception of what is going on around you, and that's going to help in all of your situations. With your relationships, it's going to help you pay more attention to that relationship and what's going on in it, as well as paying more attention on what's going around yourself so that you can take care of yourself in those situations. All right, so now keeping with the shapes, those spirals. Now spirals can influence your journey and can assist with the direction and progress of what you are working on. And so when you think of a journey, we're always on a journey with ourselves, and as well as in our relationships. And having the direction and progress of all of those being assisted is a great help. Okay, so now those two little seed beads, they do have that sphere shape. And a sphere may help soothe and calm you, as well as strengthen your intuition. And of course, intuition is extremely important when you're working with yourself, as well as your relationships. And we all need to be soothed about ourselves as well as our relationships, and being calm helps all those situations as well. And now those little seed beads are made of glass, and glass may instill feelings of transformation and renewal, which that's great for self-love. Glass also assists with balance, focus, and communication, all of which are great help in relationships as well as the self-love. Okay, so now we're going to talk about numbers. And the numbers influencing this piece are the 1, 2, 4, and 8. Now, the number 1 is all about our thoughts. So this piece will help promote improving thoughts surrounding ourselves or our relationships. And now that number 1 can also mean self. And so that's going to be more involved in our self-love, because we don't want to just focus on ourselves when we're in a relationship. We want to work together and focus on them as well as ourselves, but not just ourselves. So then we come with the number 2. And there were a lot of 2s in this piece. I counted 11 2s. That's quite a few number 2s. And when I think of the number 2, like if I see 3 2s or more in a row, I think to myself, oh, I'm keeping up the faith. And to me, that means that you're being true to whatever situation that you're thinking of when you're thinking of those 2s. So in this scenario, we're being true to ourselves or our relationships, or we're supporting our friend. So, and this has, a lot of number 2 power in it. So it's really great for all 3 of these scenarios. Now the number 4, which it does have several 4s in it just because of all the 2s. The number 4 is a power number, and it will help give strength and stability to what you're working on. And the other thing about the number 4, like when I see like 3 or more 4s in a row, I always think that I'm supposed to be there. And well, of course, we're supposed to be, working on ourselves and having self-love. But when you're thinking of a relationship, especially the romantic relationship, and you realize that you're supposed to be there, that really helps strengthen that relationship. And that's also true with a friendship as well, because friendships can be very important. And if you have this friendship that's a really tight friendship, and that you're supposed to be there, and you've been helping each other out, for most of your life, kind of a deal, that really helps build on that relationship as well. All right, and then that number 8 is all about abundance. And we all need an abundant amount of self-love. And our romantic situations can use an abundance amount of love as well. And abundant love for our friends is quite helpful too. Okay. Now, there's a couple little bonus things going on here. So, the brass actually pulls in your body chemistry into itself. And it kind of transforms the brass, the energy of the brass, into your energy as well, which is really kind of cool, because then it's using your strengths to enhance these situations that you've chosen for this piece to promote. And now also the pair of earrings has that 11 sets of 2 in it. And I do want to talk about the number 11 a little bit, because when you simplify a number, you add the digits. So the number 11 simplifies to the number 2. And the number 11 is also a master number. Now, you don't usually simplify a master number, but I just had to because it's obvious it's 2. And there's so many 2s going on in this number, or in this piece. So the 11 sets of 2s, this 11 involved in this is really helping enhance this power of 2 by strengthening your thoughts, because number 1 has to do with thoughts. And so it's strengthening your thoughts surrounding the energy of 2. So that's just a little bonus there. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I will be doing more, so just keep in tune. And I do sell my jewelry, as well as the crystals that I wire wrap, and I would like you to check out my website. My web store does have these pieces in it. And I also hope that you have a great day, and thank you for watching.